Now that we've introduced the 5 essential project management documents, I would like to start with the first document, the project definition document. This document will be created on an individual basis, so you will work by yourself to complete this document and submit it to the corresponding Dropbox. Make sure you can access this through major assignments, and then you'll scroll down to individual assignment project definition document. I have included the written directions here. I have also included a template. You will be using items 1 through 6 on this template. Please make sure it does not have any red ink and that it is very polished in appearance. You can delete sections such as version history, etc., etc. You do need to have your name and contact information to give the document a polished appearance. The project definition document is the foundation of a project. This document lays the groundwork for determining project success or failure. You will submit the project definition document to the Dropbox. It will be 2 to 3 pages and should include items 1 through 6 of the following sections. Use the following sections as subheadings in your document. So your document will have purpose, problem or opportunity, project goal, project critical success factors, in scope and out of scope, as well as key stakeholders. Now, what do all these things mean? So, like I said, it is the cornerstone, the foundation, right? It is setting the stage for the project. It is saying that what the project is trying to accomplish, what it is trying to address. This project definition document provides an overview of something Memphis 5K to promote a shared understanding of it before a more detailed plan, schedule, and budget is prepared. In the previous video, we discussed that you would be coming up with a 5K, the philanthropy of your choice, and where it will be implemented in the city of Memphis. So you will make sure that you use the above sentence and add the name of your 5K, the philanthropy, and where it will be implemented. So you can use this right here. For example, in my first video, I talked about completing a 5K for the philanthropy of St. Jude at Shelby Farms in Memphis. So I would say all of those things, maybe St. Jude 5K at Shelby Farms to promote a shared understanding of it before a more detailed plan, schedule, and budget is prepared. This purpose statement will have its one sentence, okay? Please make sure to follow these directions here. The problem or opportunity section. This describes the problem or opportunity the project seeks to address. It should include 1 to 2 paragraphs describing the problem or opportunity and include a detailed description of the target population. This information will come from your philanthropy that you choose. You are telling me about the cause or the organization. So, if we were still to go with my St. Jude example, you would talk to me about St. Jude. You would talk to me about the philanthropy and why would we be raising money for St. Jude. You would need to make sure you understood the actual reason St. Jude exists, right? It is a research hospital focused on eradicating childhood cancer. So you would want to make sure that you talked about St. Jude here. You would want to make sure that you were connecting why the 5K would be important for St. Jude. Okay, what is it the 5K going to accomplish? What is it going to do for St. Jude, aka the philanthropy? Now, the project goal. This section provides a clear, concise statement of the project or program's intended purpose and desired result. So, I want you to make sure you read through all the sections about project goals and objectives in your materials, right? The modules, the weekly lessons, and chapter reviews. The project goal is broad. The project critical success factors, or the project objectives as they are also known, are more specific. So the project goal, what is the actual project going to accomplish? What is the 5K trying to do? I want you to make sure you're thinking through that in detail. the project critical success factors. How are you going to say that your 5K was a success? Whether it was successful or it was not successful, right? It could be a project failure, and obviously we don't want that to be the case in any of these 5Ks. You are going to include SMART objectives, 2 or 3 SMART objectives that should tie directly to your project goal, right? So they are tying directly to your project goal, and they are how you are going to measure whether or not you were successful. This is an example process objective, okay? By the end of the program, 80% of participants will attend 4 out of 5 physical activity sessions. Do not copy this objective. This is an example of a SMART objective, though. It is specific, it is measurable, it is obtainable, it is realistic, and it is time-bound, okay? So your critical success factors would start with by the end of the 5K. By the end of the 5K, what? What will tell me that your project, your 5K, has been a success? How will you measure success within your 5K? I want you to make sure you think through that a great deal, and that you review goals and objectives as well. All right, in scope and out of scope. In scope, this section provides a high level of activities to be completed. So what does that mean? What are you giving your participants? What will they receive? What will they experience while they are participating in your 5K? What will you provide on the race course, at the venue or location in Memphis? Think through all of the things, the high level of activities that you will be providing your participants. Now, along those same lines, you want to think about out of scope. What are you not providing for your participants? Many times it's very important to define out of scope what we will not be providing for participants, clients, patients, etc., because you want to stay focused on the actual in-scope activities of a project. This keeps us focused on the in-scope activities. So what would be a great example of out-of-scope activities? Well, think about this. You want to think about what goes on at a 5K, right? Many times, obviously, it is outdoors, and so think in terms of, would you provide a rain date for your event? What if it rains the entire time while you are having your 5K? Would this be something that would prevent runners or walkers from completing the 5K? Would you provide a rain date for this activity, right? So this weather would be something that you would want to think about in terms of, would this would your 5K get rained out? Think about other things you would provide for them. Would you have activities after the 5K, such as a post-race party, right? Would you provide t-shirts for your participants? What are you providing for them, and what are you not providing for them? Think through these things as you create these this particular bullet point. All right, key stakeholders. This is a list of individuals or groups that have interest in or will be impacted by the implementation of your project or program. So when we think about my example with St. Jude, I want you to think through all of the people or groups who would be impacted by the implementation of the 5K at Shelby Farms. Who would be impacted? Well, for one, the runners and walkers would be impacted. If they were running or walking 3.1 miles, they would be obviously impacted by the implementation of the 5K. So that is your very first group of stakeholders. Now you will be thinking through all of the stakeholders within your 5K. This will be completed and uploaded to the Dropbox. Make sure that you read through all of your resources and making notes, and making sure to review the project definition document template. Before emailing me for questions, please make sure you are using all important resources. Thank you.